It was the end of June, and I'd finished my first journey. I had made it to Watford for the hull blacking, and it was finally time to head back to London. Except, I didn't. The canal had kept getting prettier, and I wasn't ready for that to end yet, so I just kept going. Things seemed to be going well, for the time being. In July, summer took a sudden decline, and my mood with it. I don't know if bad weather affects you more in a boat. The lack of sunshine hours and therefore solar meant I had to start each day by running my engine for electricity. I'd get wet each time I went to collect drinking water. I'd get filthy trekking along the muddy towpath. The visible splashing of the rain on the surface of the water would hijack my attention and make the bad weather impossible to move on from. I didn't mind this bit though. I liked the glistening harmony of the droplets breaking the still water, and the rumbling on the roof as the rain pelts the metal. It's cozy. I did miss the sunshine though.
Into each life some rain must fall, but too much is falling in mine. Into each heart some tears must fall, but someday the sun will shine. Into each life some rain must fall, but too much is falling in mine.
The grey days dragged, but the sun eventually shone again, and I spent the latter half of the summer in the best company, all the while exploring some beautiful places.
You feel. In nature.
The sun then pissed off again, and I experienced a new fear for the first time, that my home might literally blow away. And it did. Luckily, myself and a total of 4 helpers I acquired from the towpath were able to reel her back in again. Wind aside, I enjoyed what remained of the summer, and spent my spare hours and sunny days exploring the English countryside by bicycle. This newly found passion somewhat ended on the 3rd of October.
It's October 3rd.
When my front wheel managed to slip on muddy ground, toppling me over the handlebars, and head first into the canal. I still visit this spot occasionally. Summer came to a gentle close, and I spent my autumn on the Aylesbury Arm. This felt rather different to the motorway of a canal I'd spent my time on so far. For starters, the locks were single width, the towpath was narrow with untended hedges, and the banks were overgrown with reeds. With so few other boats around, I truly felt in the arse end of nowhere. But as always, my weekends were filled with great company, as friends and family came to join me on my voyages. As winter set in, I prepared myself for the cold. Having bought poo sticks on the 21st of December, the winter solstice, I had once told myself in the first few chilly mornings that the only way is up. But now, the only way was down again, so I decided to use the last period before the frosts, preparing myself for what was to come. I had new solar panels installed, tripling the energy I can harness from the sun. I serviced my engine and had my diesel tank cleaned, in preparation for plenty of engine running when the sun does say goodbye for a bit. I finally got round to getting my diesel heater fixed, powering my radiators, and I stocked up on fuel ready to heat my home in the cold months ahead. It's a funny sort of life. I work a lot less than I did before, but my day-to-day life requires more labour now. My home doesn't just magically get warm by the flick of a switch. If I need hot water for a shower, I need to think of it an hour in advance. I have to fill my water tank every 3 weeks, and sometimes cycle several miles in order to dispose of my waste. I enjoy this intimate relationship between my needs and my actions. Nothing is for free with this lifestyle, and I've learned to stop taking things for granted and be more resourceful. And nothing keeps you grounded like tipping away 100 litres of your own excrement every couple of weeks. The last time I experienced anything like this was in the summer of 2016, when I went to the Amazon. Isolated from society, we had to keep things running ourselves. The sense of community this forged is something that I've always looked back on fondly. It provided me with a special kind of peace that I'm feeling for the first time again now. The canal dwellers form a similar team. We look out for each other. We give tips and tricks on how to handle boaty challenges, as well as sharing our thoughts in the prettiest places to moor. I have gained independence from so many of the soul-crippling aspects of modern life. I find myself frequently surrounded by good people, and above all, I'm right in the heart of nature. I have finally started loving the world around me again, and not just seeing it, but feeling it and experiencing it. I'm taking the time to pause and be thankful to be a part of this world. It's 2024 now. Poo Sticks and I have shared our first anniversary, and it has been over a year since I last rented. The day after our anniversary, I took Poo Sticks into a marina for 100 nights. This has been for peace of mind as I travel over winter. Many folks have warned me that the first full winter on the boat is when the adventure ends and your spirit dies, and I'm not ready for that yet, so I ran from the cold. It is the 26th of March, and right now, I'm waiting for a flight. It's Ryanair. I could be waiting a long time. Winter officially ended 6 days ago, and I'm on my way home. Back to Poo Sticks. There is a permanent sadness I endure in that Mum will never get to see her. But her spirit is an important part of Poo Sticks for me. It is a space in which I feel comfortable talking to her, a space that I knew she would have enjoyed. But above all, this is the only place I've ever felt genuinely safe since Mum found us a home 18 years ago. When I say that I suffered the raw end of London's rental market, I make no exaggeration. The situation my flatmate and I were put in was inhumane and left me having to move all my worldly possessions whilst my mum was in hospital during the final weeks of her life. I could not have done it without the help of amazing friends, and I'm grateful to be in a position now where I can finally let go of the fear of being shat all over by a crooked landlord, a luxury that I experience as part of a minority. It is a privilege to have found myself here, and there is not a single day that goes by where I am not incredibly thankful. I'll be honest, I have no idea where I'm going with my life. But what I do know is that right now, in this moment, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be.
I'm shaking you on the form I'm naming. Ooh, with the crack sound of my tooth coming loose. It was all so complicated. I didn't mean to say it out loud anyway. Then I think I should go exaggerated. Oh, my heart is breaking. I can't overstate it. How should I be feeling so vulnerable? The ceiling is all coming down, and I feel I should care, but I don't mean to. So I'm the ceiling is all coming down, and I feel like I'm finally me. I know I could have said I was feeling low, but I'm here just to hold your coat. I've been thinking I could stay at home. It was all
I'm the Doctor, and this is my ship. She runs off the energy of a burning star. The paneling is the bluest blue ever. She's bigger on the inside, and although I don't have all of time and space, I do have 2,000 miles of Kanana River, and all the time in the world.
feeling so vulnerable.